Maji kwa hivi sasa tunaelekea hadi kaunti ya Nakuru ambapo Waziri wa usalama wa kitaifa Dkt.Fred Matiangi anahutubia.
Marsabit, that's what we are going to do. We are not going to lift the curfew. We want it. In any case, Wananchi themselves are telling us, please don't. Let's remain the way we are until after the general elections and until we have completed the exercise that we are doing there of mopping up illegal firearms from the wrong hands. Thank you very much.
Do you have questions specific to this agenda? Yes. Let's start here.
My name is Miriam. I would like to find out what is the reaction in terms of claims by different politicians that chiefs are actually being misused by the government to campaign for eneo. As well, there are claims by UDA that various security officers have been threatened by the president to ensure that they campaign for the eneo presidential candidate. What are your remarks regarding this?
If I wasn't holding a public office, I would use very strong language, but I am conscious of the responsibilities I hold. And you know, in matter securities, we must have adults in the room, otherwise we will ban the country. I cannot speak the way some of our irresponsible political leaders are speaking. First of all, the claim that chiefs are being met or chiefs are being misused is as ridiculous as it sounds. You know, I have seen some of these politicians warning me against meeting chiefs and so on. It's like, can you imagine warning the Minister for Health against meeting doctors? Or warning the Minister for Education against meeting teachers. So who do you want me to meet? My colleagues in the security sector are chiefs. In fact, hardly a day passes without me speaking to a chief, receiving a call from a chief, or a DC, or a county commissioner. These are my colleagues. These are the people we work with. So PS Kibicho and myself, we have been meeting chiefs all along. I was actually amused yesterday when one of those candidates was speaking from Trans Nzoia and warning me, warning PS Kibicho, warning our county commissioner in Trans Nzoia against meeting chiefs. I was in Trans Nzoia last year to meet chiefs. They themselves can tell you there wasn't a single political discussion in that meeting. We were meeting because of the data we had just received in relation to FGM and so on. And the chiefs are the people we are working with to deal with these issues. Every single national government policy that we are pushing at the grassroots level, we are working with the chiefs. 100% transition, the war against gender violence and FGM, now the triple threats, the surging numbers of HIV/AIDS and so on. We are working with the chiefs. Now, how is it that who am I supposed to meet if I'm not meeting the chiefs and not meeting the county commissioners? So I don't want to speak in a stronger way than that and use stronger language than that, but it's frustrating and unfortunate that those who are saying those things are actually supposed to be leaders. But I have asked my colleagues, all chiefs across the country, all my colleagues in Ingao, national government administration at all levels, assistant chief to county commissioner to regional commissioner, ignore these people. We are not politicians. This country has been held together by the national government administration. In times like this, it is these security people who hold our country together. And they work so hard. Many of them hardly sleep. They work so hard to make sure that we are peaceful, to make sure that our country is stable, and we are moving forward to do what we have to do. Some of those claims are outrageous and ridiculous. None of us is doing any of those things. We are meeting chiefs because they are our colleagues. That is the work we do. They are the people we work with. I call chiefs. I will call them, and they will continue to call me, and we will continue to meet them until we leave the offices we are holding. When we leave these offices, then, you know, and those who come after us, surely, I don't see how they'll work without meeting with the chiefs. So it's foolhardy for anybody to say, oh, we are meeting chiefs because we meet chiefs all the time. That's the job we do. That's who we are supposed to work with.
Yes, Waziri, again, you have been very categorical. My name is from Nation Media Group, and to be specific, you have been very categorical in reference to the leaflets and giving us an update that people have been arrested. But at such a time when we have leaders making those inflammatory statements, how best also can you assure the rest of the country that we will also have peace and ensure that there's not going to be any chaos during this election, as much as you've given us an update that you are going to deploy enough personnel to ensure that the peace of this country is held together?
My sister, when I drove in this morning, we arrived here very early in the morning in Molo, around 7 o'clock. By that time, just imagine, it was around 7 o'clock in the morning, 2/3 of the shops in Molo town were open. children who are going to school, people are going about their activities. My faith is in the people of Kenya as a leader. Our people come of age. Our democracy is mature. People can tell nonsense from, all those kinds of things. And the claims that are being made around. Even the claim that you had yesterday that the leaflets were authored by people from the office of the president. Now, we have 8 suspects in police custody, and none of them is an employee of the office of the president. Some of our leaders look like they're inoculated against the truth, that they can never speak anything truthful. And then they keep imagining and saying things that they think make sense, when in actual fact, they can convince even a fool. The people of Kenya know what the truth is about these things. Let's just keep walking. That's why you have noticed that actually for this year, when you compare this election and 2017, I was even counting the other day, I have done less than half the press conferences I did in 2017 as acting Minister for Interior at that time. Why? Because my wonderful colleagues in the field have been doing their work quietly. They have been working with communities, with the Kumi. Each one of these county commissioners you see here has created a multi-agency election preparedness committee in their counties. And this is what we worked on at the beginning. Each one of these county commissioners is meeting with religious leaders, civic leaders, Kumi leaders, community policing, and everyone involved in their counties and discussing the peace and stability of their county. Each one of these county commissioners has pulled in their deputy county commissioners from the sub-counties who have replicated the same committees at the sub-county level. And all this work is going on. Kenyans are having conversations amongst themselves on their country, and they are focused on what they would like to see in their country. This garbage that's being spewed by politicians is just not going to affect our people. I am convinced, beyond any shadow of doubt. I have intelligence officers here who will tell you Kenyans are determined to be peaceful. They love their country. They want a peaceful country. And you will see, I don't think there's going to be any problem. By now, we'll have gotten information if there was going to be any challenge. Even though it took us hours to get a hold of those people, the suspects that we now have, we are not going to pass judgment on them. As a law-abiding government, we are going to take them to a court of law. That's what we are supposed to do. And then a decision will be made at that level, and we'll continue. We've done the best we can. Some of us hardly sleep because we are engaged constantly in conversations with fellow Kenyans on this. I am confident because I have faith in the citizens of this country. We are going to have a peaceful election.
Maybe finally, Waziri, why have you decided to launch this national security?
Naam, so Dkt. Mtazamaji, amekuwa ni Waziri wa Usalama wa Kitaifa Dkt. Fred Matiangi akiwa ameghadhabishwa kabisa na tetesi kwamba wanatumia machifu kuweza kuhujumu uchaguzi mkuu.
Naam, ni swala ambalo wamelikana vikali mno, akisema kwamba wao kukutana na machifu ni jambo ambalo linafanyika kwa sababu ya majukumu waliotwikwa katika ofisi zao. Hivyo basi hilo litaendelea, nao ni itakuwaje kwa mwingine atakayeingia katika ofisi hizo kufanya majukumu yake kisawasawa bila kuwa na ukaribu zaidi wa kutangamana na machifu. Ni baadhi ya maswala ambayo yameulizwa na wanahabari na mengineo, akiwa katika maeneo ya Nakuru akizungumzia kwa ujumla maswala ya kiusalama kote nchini na misimamo ambayo wizara yao inachukua kuhakikisha kwamba amani inapatikana.